And Pete, you got that look in your eye tonight.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we welcome yet another seat right here. In the NBA, no better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Hawks. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, Cleveland. They find themselves in the 7th spot.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, the front court is Risacher and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu in at center. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Look, I commend MP for a great goal to set your sights on, but the results so far have been mixed. Rookie struggles are different for everyone, and he just hadn't found his footing as quickly as he had hoped.
Of course, last season the Cavs beat the Magic in the playoffs. It was their first series win without LeBron going back to 1993, which is just mind-boggling. They're set up well, it seems, for the first time in a long time. What do you think?
They have so much young all-star talent in Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. It's been hard to build without LeBron James in the mix in Cleveland, but you have to give this Cavs front office a lot of credit. They've done a great job for setting up for right now and the future. They've made bold trades, especially to bring in Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell. They're set up well for the future.
We know they got a new coach, so it'll be very interesting. And so it's Atlanta with it. Following the miss by MP, here's Risacher. Buries it from three-point range. Risacher's got 5.
Got to get out on that if you're the defense. This rookie Risacher can really be damaged from the perimeter.
And Garland has it in the corner. And here's Jackson. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Jackson. And here is Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players. And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. There's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything anything you could package, it could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Cavaliers trailing. There's Garland. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Trae Young. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. Timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now here's LeVert. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Shot clock at 6. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then there's Reza Shea. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one drops.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
MP outside. A kick out to Mobley. Back to MP. To the middle. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by MP. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. Man with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Capella. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Here's Krejci. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Pass to Capella. Here's LeVert. Back to Capella. Shoots over Mobley. Capella finds Niang. Krejci Misses the three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Over to the wing. Back to Jackson. Pass to Jerome. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Krejci. Three-pointer. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to LeVert. Takes the 13-footer. Basket. Good. 8 points for Karis LeVert.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's MP. MP rattling the rim.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Wade comes in for Hutter. And it's Mitchell in for Tei'Zhan. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. Mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And here's Jackson. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Jackson looking around. Pass to Thompson. Okongwu grabs the board.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And the dunk by Ricochet.
And Ricochet is having himself a game. Everything is coming together for the young fella.
Wade dishes to Garland. Now Mitchell. Outside Jackson. Back to Mitchell. There's the triple. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Jackson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Young against Jackson. Takes the three. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Young.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Good on the shot.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Pass to Ricochet. 43 seconds left in the first half. Young's shot is off. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Here's Young. Again, Young missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Mitchell in the corner. Johnson against Garland. Outside Jackson. Fires from deep. And so it's Cleveland. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-ball shot. Rocks, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Hey folks, we know you're anxious for the first half breakdown, but a surprise start to the show is only fitting with some early season power rankings.
Taking a look at the Hawks, they're still a team that could be dangerous, but they're having trouble playing at their best every night. That's a lack of focus on their part.
And now how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by DeAndre Hunter.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Okongwu, the pass to Young. And the rejection by Jackson. MP going in strong. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Goes back up. Allen. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 6th rebound on the night. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Back to Young. A 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Now, here's MP. He's covered closely. Mobley misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Johnson outside. Here's Daniels. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Jackson. He's got 12. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Daniels dishes to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
MP left side. And a little luck that time, but it drops. MP's got 4 this quarter.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Young with no one around. Offline with his 3.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 11 points.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Young's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Jackson. To the inside. Allen. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Young in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 5th assist in this one. The Cavaliers leading by 12.
Assist goes to Ty'Zhan.
MP outside. Back to Garland. Takes a 3. Okongwu grabs the board. For Atlanta, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Daniels kicks to Young. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now MP. He's got 14. Clock at 6. Back to Garland. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 14.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather. And maybe... The Cavaliers leading by 22. So with Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Clint Capella is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Pumpkin in at the 1 spot.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Pass to LeVert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Right, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And here's Jackson. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Jackson. Tries a 3. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. A nice shot by LeVert.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Garland. On the wing, MP. Defended by Mann. And that one's good. MP.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
There's the pick. Pass to Mann. Connects from three-point range.
A solid pass at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Hunter, the pass to MP. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Pass to Capella. Out to Nance. Man with it. Beyond the arc. And it's Strus with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Outside Jackson. Back to Strus. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Man. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's MP. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Max Strus. Cleveland leading by 20. MP outside. To the wing on the left. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
On the wing, Jackson, defended by Man. MP, no good. The Hawks trail by 21. Down low. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Rizachet with it. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Well, from this 15, 18-foot area, MP showing he can be effective.
Here's Young. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Fires at the elbow. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP kicks to Mobley. Back to Jackson. Mobley outside. Now here's Allen. Cleveland moving it around. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Young against MP. Young, right side. And the rejection by Jackson. Garland, the pass to MP. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. And this is a big win for them in the NBA.
Way to bring home that W. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you one shoe deal. I got you 6.
Yeah, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay? And they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden.
Bro.
Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers. Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man.
Ain't ready, MP. You were the top rookie last month and every month.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at New York, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Cavaliers, they're happy with how they've played as of late. This is the time of year for optimism. This early in the season, anything is possible.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got Sarr. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. And for Cleveland, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's MP in at the small forward position. So Cleveland will get first possession. And in terms of the NBA Cup tournament, one team is out. The other is alive, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. So while this game counts the same in the regular season standings, one squad has that extra motivation, a chance to advance in the Cup and get into that single elimination 8-team bracket.
Well, you knew it was simply a matter of time. It's happened. MP inking his first major shoe endorsement deal.
And MP had the same dream as a lot of young players before him, playing in the NBA in a pair of Jordans. Now that the dream's been realized, I'm sure MP couldn't be happier.
Poole, the pass to Middleton. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Sarr. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Just bouncing off contact. Sarr, man, 2 points the hard way.
Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Mitchell. Jackson against Middleton. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
The Wizards on offense. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense, we have to talk and we have to know where he is. Expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Poole. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Poole playing aggressive on the inside, just forcing the defense to come at him.
These are his first free throws of the game. That one's no good. Fast break, Cleveland. And there's Jackson on the assist by Mitchell.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Carrington. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Poole outside. It's George on the wing. Back to Poole. From about 19. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you. And, of course, the season is still young, but a great time to look at our Rookie of the Year list. These are the guys making an immediate impact. You take a look at Sarr, getting his feet wet early in the year, just outside that top 5. He's a rookie to track the rest of the way.
So far, his rookie season has been off to a strong start. Things are going pretty smoothly.
Well, both the team has a pace and the player has a pace in terms of their development. Some guys start really fast, some slow. I think he's in a nice, steady rhythm right now.
To the inside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Middleton from the outside hits the trifecta. Middleton's got 7. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Washington.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Pass to George. Here's Carrington. Fires the 3. The rebound by Garland. From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Washington. Last time they met in Washington.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
And stolen by Middleton. Poole, the pass to George. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Carrington. It's Poole on the wing. The shot. The rebound by Allen. Now MP. 23 points for him last game against Boston. Outside Garland. Back to MP. Outside Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Over Middleton. Cleveland again missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Cleveland. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Evan Mobley out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then it's Jackson. And it's Strus in at the 3, small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And the basket by MP.
They say the mid-range shot's a dying shot, but they're MP doing his best to resuscitate it.
With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. MP's got 6.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Inside, here's Coulibaly, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Ryan, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Kispert. 4-3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. MP finds Hunter. Here's Jerome. Three-pointer, no good. Wizards trail by 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Champagny. Sinks it from distance. Champagny's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Jackson outside. Back to Jerome. Jackson outside. Pass to Jerome from behind the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Brogdon. Brogdon with a strong finish.
How about Brogdon? Doesn't really have explosive speed, but his balance there, able to get it done.
Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Darius Garland comes in for Jerome. Sarr's checked in for Washington. Jordan Poole comes in for George. Jackson left side. Fade away. Sarr pulls it in. And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. Trailing by 4. They set the pick. Brogdon from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Garland scanning the floor. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
And you look at Mitchell, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
And he lobs it up top.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Cleveland has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Back to Jackson. Fades. It's hauled in by Carrington. Carrington's got 4 rebounds now. Kispert outside. Here's Middleton. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Cavaliers have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Jackson can't get it to go. Washington trailing. Pass to Poole. The 3 is up. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Outside Mitchell. Down low. Here's MP. And the layup falls. MP's got 8 points. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 1.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Well, remember, this is Game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout rounds.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference, the second-place team with the best record. And if those records are tied, they'll go to point differential.
Off target from three-point range.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's MP. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Another miss by Middleton.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Jackson with another miss.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Middleton looking around. Here's Sarr. And it's MP with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Over Poole. Jackson with another miss. And here's Poole. From deep, Sarr. And no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Wizards out in front, leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. It's all good.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise.
And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. In the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Chris Middleton.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. They've got Chris Middleton, Sarr out there with George. Then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. Poole, the pass to George. No good from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Allen. Mobley, right side. MP outside. Allen a screen. Just 5 to shoot. And here's MP from outside. Rebound Washington.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Middleton finds George. That doesn't go either for George. Cavaliers trail by 4. From the line, MP battles him inside.
You can see the fight that MP plays with. It's in there. Uses his young legs to rise up and hit that J despite the contact.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Carrington. 3-pointer. George, that one's good. George has got 11 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
MP inside. George defending. Jackson can't get it to go.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Here's Carrington. Back to Poole. Pass to Middleton. Shoots over Mobley. Middleton, no good. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And here's MP from outside. They get the rebound. Allen a screen. Jackson for 3. MP buries the triple.
That's a smooth long-range bomb from MP, building even more confidence behind that line.
George outside, from outside the arc. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to MP. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it out to Middleton. Puts up a 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Middleton against Jackson. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable. Yeah, Poole has that ability. That one stride, full speed kind of player. Nice action there.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The offensive rebound from deep. Mobley. Pure from 3-point range. Mobley's got 10 points in the game.
How about the fast shot by Mobley? Didn't need much time to get it in the air.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And checking out some numbers for Donovan Mitchell.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Sarr passes to George. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Allen. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Garland finds MP. The fader, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Jackson's got 8 here in this quarter.
Having that solid jump shot's really a big part of the appeal with MP. The jumper he can keep improving on.
Pass to George. Poole with the ball. 6 points for him. Here's Carrington. Knocks it down from distance. Carrington's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. MP against Middleton. Jackson can't get it to go. Washington leading by 7. Poole outside. This one for 3. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jackson outside. Pass to Garland. Fires from deep. Here's Allen. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the length of Allen causes defenses lots of problems.
Substitution on the court. Energy out there, MP. You're up.
Here's Jerome. He's got 5. Hunter passes to MP. Fades back. The bank shot, no good.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Brogdon. That shot missing. And the Cavs with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Jackson gets the bucket.
Terrific movement. MP making a sharp cut inside.
Now here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. Koulibaly on the wing. No good with the triple. And we wrap up the 3rd, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting 4th. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Tei'Zhan. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Jackson. Then it's Thompson. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Washington trailing. Now here's Brogdon. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Kispert sinks the tray.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Now Jackson. Outside Garland. And here's MP. Back to Garland. Lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Well, good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
The Wizards shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Hunter against Brogdon. Bay from long range. Jerome grabs the miss.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Hunter. The 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Wizards trail by 4. Brogdon with the ball. Kispert outside. Coulibaly with it. From the arc. Jerome grabs the miss. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And a fast break now for the Wizards. Kispert's shot is good.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You just get the feeling that MP is going to have a massive point total by the end of his career, and every bucket is counting towards that.
Kispert outside. Back to Coulibaly. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Allen's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Kispert. MP against Brogdon. Here's MP. And again, it's Cleveland converting. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Outside Brogdon. Poole outside. The 3 is up. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6 assists now in the game.
And Poole has that unlimited kind of range. I wonder who influenced that.
Jackson down low. Coulibaly defending. Fades and shoots. Rebound Washington.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Garland, the pass to MP. Fader on the way. Oh, another miss by MP. The Wizards trail by 3. Poole from long range. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson on the wing. Guarded by Poole. That doesn't go either for Jackson.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Brogdon. And a foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. MP really making a difference here.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Poole to tie it up. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Poole's got 13 in the second half.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Here's Jackson. Outside Mitchell. Now Mobley. Now MP. Outside Mitchell. There's the three. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
For Washington, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to Poole. George with it. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. And here's MP. Outside Garland. Back to Jackson. Pass to Garland. Rebound Washington.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Shot's good by Carrington.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
MP outside. Back to Mitchell. The three. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. MP's got assist number 7 tonight. Well, the Wizards shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Garland against Poole. Pass to Middleton. From deep. And Poole with the three. Poole's got 20 points.
Wow, and that's a big splash from Poole.
Middleton against Jackson. Outside Mitchell. There's the triple. And Cleveland another three.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Middleton, no good. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge. Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And he's marked for the lob, and stolen by Mobley. Jackson against Middleton. MP to pass to Garland. Launches a three. Rebound by Middleton.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead.
MP, pressure moment.
And he's unable to get the second one. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Mitchell. Cash.
It's spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Poole with the ball. Pass to Carrington. Jacks up a 3. Can't knock in the 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. And for the NBA Cup tournament, they finish group play with a 3-1 record.
Yeah, they put some extra effort into these NBA Cup games.
Good win. Let's keep it going. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.